I've been thinking about this for a few days, and I've tried recording this video twice already, but I just can't give it the intro that I want to, because if I don't catch and engage you within the first 10 seconds, you're clicking off this video and you're going to go and watch something else. And that's the point I want to make. It's the problem with modern day YouTube. We all know that the world is fucked online. Like, everything you see is just set up to hijack your attention, and just it makes us do nothing with our time other than just stare at a screen, scrolling and scrolling like zombies. And I always thought that YouTube was different. YouTube wasn't like the rest of social media. Obviously you have YouTube Shorts, but at least in the traditional sense, YouTube is one of those media platforms where it's different. It's still that long form content that requires some sort of capacity to think, some level of engagement. And it's only since I've started making videos myself over the last few months that I've quickly realised that it's not the case. Because by now, if you're not hooked, you're already gone. If you're still watching at this point, you're more than likely in the minority. And we're probably not even a minute into the video. Like, it's just, to make YouTube videos and actually get viewers, it is more than making good quality content. There's obviously an element of luck, sure, but it's mainly down to 3 different factors: thumbnail, title, and that first 10 to 15 seconds where I have to say something so catchy or dramatic to stop you from clicking off and going on a little doom scroll to see what everyone else's thumbnail and title look like, and if it interests you enough to click. And I've noticed that while watching other YouTubers, since I started making my own videos, like I can hear when they're reading off a script. I can hear the difference, when they've used AI to help them create a catchy intro, and I just can't unhear it now. And it's only because I've been forced to do those same things. My first 2 videos were just completely freestyled, off the cuff, me speaking, and they did poorly, as you'd expect. And so then for my third, I kind of had notes written out that I just followed, but it was more of a template. It was still pretty much me just speaking from the heart. And in the videos since then, I've mainly just written out scripts and followed them to some degree, but I've often gone off a little bit. Those are the videos that have obviously gotten the most views, but they've also had the best audience retention. Obviously, not all of them have had great audience retention. Even my last video about my dividend portfolio, at 35 seconds in, only 28% of my 71 viewers were still watching. Now, obviously, the scripting element I can forgive, because I need to have my thoughts in order, or at least edit the video properly so that you, the viewer, actually enjoy the time that you spend watching me talk shit. That I've got no problem with. But it's the fact that YouTube now is just no better than the rest of social media. And it's just a big game of fighting for attention from viewers that don't want to give it to you because they're so used to the quick hit of a TikTok reel or a short or whatever. And that's not, a jab at you, the viewer, but that's just the way things are in the modern world on the internet. There are obviously, a few YouTubers who make very similar, content to mine, and it's where I've gotten the inspiration from to make my own content. And there's one trend that I've noticed recently that is really starting to annoy me, that they've all kind of been going down the route of. And it's that dreaded consult call advertisement that they will put into their video telling you, if you pay me blah blah blah, you can book a free, or not free, you can book an online call session, blah blah blah. And I just want to start off here and say, I know it's easy for me to say it with 56 subscribers, and I'm not saying this out of envy. I'm really not. I've already outlined what my goals are in life, and I've come into YouTube with the hope that maybe, just maybe, it will help me achieve those goals. But from actually recording, editing, and making that content, I've enjoyed it so much that I'm quite happy to just continue doing it regardless of how the channel goes. It's been really, really fun. And the thing that gets me with some of these YouTubers is, they reach a certain stage in their journey, and then they start advertising that you book a consult call with them, whatever price. They'll give you career advice, tell you all the secrets to a successful YouTube channel, and that just doesn't sit right with me. And I'm not here to call anyone out, each to their own. Maybe I'm the problem here. And I'm sure, many of those that are offering consult calls are actually giving value for money to those who book them. I'm sure that's the case. And I get that they're making YouTube videos for free and that the ad revenue that YouTube offer is really shitty if you're a creator. But in that case, I would say explain that to your subscribers. Tell them exactly what you're earning from YouTube, why it sucks, and why, if they enjoy your content, that they could, give you a little tip. Because that to me is fair. I just don't like the idea of milking your audience for their hard-earned money, and gatekeeping knowledge, never telling them once that they should be using an ad blocker when you can be sure that said creator is definitely using one because they're this tech savvy and money savvy and they're all aboard the time is money train. So they're obviously using an ad blocker, I can guarantee it. And maybe I'm just the outlier in this. I could be, but I just don't like it. The viewers are already giving you their time. The time out of their day to sit down and watch your content. Is that not enough? Do you need to ask for their money too? And a lot of these YouTubers, they'll have a Discord community, going on, and that's great. If you want to maybe keep some of your most valuable knowledge and save it for your most loyal fans, fine, put that in the Discord or something. I just, you don't need to charge your subscribers these ridiculous hourly rates and then go on the next day in your next video preaching about how you want them to succeed and how much they mean to you. Because that to me just tells me that said YouTuber sees me, the viewer, as a commodity. And that's not really what it's supposed to be about. Not with this style of content, not when you're talking about life, saying we're all in the same boat, we're all struggling, while playing old games that we're all drawn to by nostalgia. That's not the right type of content for this stuff, in my opinion. And it's not entirely a mark on these YouTubers, because it also says a lot about the way the world is going. Everything is driven by money, maximizing every penny. And it is just such a real shame. Now I'll have to go and put together some catchy title and thumbnail text, and I'll have to use AI because you're not going to find this video otherwise because everyone else is doing it. And it's just really, really frustrating. It kind of it kills the enjoyment and the fun of it. It takes away the individuality. And that to me isn't what YouTube is supposed to be about. This type of content is an escape from all that AI bullshit on social media. So why are we getting it here as well? So yeah, I just wanted to get that out because it's been annoying me lately. And one YouTuber that I was watching and really enjoying their content, they did the same thing recently, and it just bothered me because I didn't expect that from them. But obviously that's the whole trick. That's the way it goes. And so for the first time on this channel, I'm going to ask you to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And in doing so, I am giving you my word that there will never, ever be an advertisement for me selling you my time in the form of a consult call for €100 an hour or some outrageous fee. I promise you that no matter how big this channel gets, I will never be fucking robbing you of your money. And if I do ever end up blowing up, I'll make a Discord community. And if there were some specific questions that you wanted answered, I'd answer them in there. Because if I do reach that stage and you've been enjoying my content for long enough, you deserve that. And if you want to give me a few dollars or euros as a thank you in that time down the line, I'll happily accept, as long as you then go and get an ad blocker and save yourself the suffering for the rest of the time. And if you've made it this far, thank you. I genuinely do appreciate you watching me talk shit while I play old games. It does mean a lot to me. So I hope you enjoyed.